Hey guys, welcome back here. My name is Casey. This is Lions Den Investments and Reviews, and giving you another video today on technical analysis with Theta and Tfuel. So if you guys are investing and holding Theta tokens and Tfuel tokens, we're going to do some technical analysis on that. Kind of show you where I think prices are headed, and then we're going to talk about Bitcoin and it reaching a tipping point. Okay, and this is coming from Fidelity digital asset managers, and they're talking about the tipping point there. So that's a really interesting article I want to cover. Then we're going to talk about that gorilla in the room again, which is China and the digital currency that they have that they test piloted and are now rolling out for their own country. And then I'm going to point out this World Economic Forum document for you, which is basically a central bank digital currency toolkit for all central banks, including a lot of the different countries' local banks as well. And the ledger technology is being implemented through ISO 20022. So with that said, let's get started here. You're looking at a chart right now, guys, on Theta, the Theta to USD pair. And I want to show you something here because we just broke out and broke the downtrend resistance, which is this line right here. We broke out of that. Okay, now the volume right now, we don't have a whole lot of sellers. Okay, and that's good news because I'm on a daily chart here, and you can really get distracted by zooming in on these shorter time frames, and you kind of miss the big picture of what's going on because you get so focused in on these little movements up and down on the shorter time frames. So when in doubt, zoom out, guys. And that's what I'm doing here on the daily, just to kind of show you what I've got going. But I want to show you the chart pattern, because what I did is I copied the chart pattern from the run up that we did here back in March 7th all the way to where we are now, or a little before we broke out here. So what I did is I copied that whole movement and I moved it up here to where we started breaking out. And as you can see, the price is somewhat following in a similar pattern already to what we did previously. And the reason why I'm showing you that is because, again, it kind of gives you a target of where we're heading. So if it does anything similar to what it did previously on this next run up, you're looking at prices around like $20, $21 by late April. Okay, going in from April 24th to about April 28th. So I just wanted to show you that real quick and point that out to you. We do have a lot of resistance up here around like $14.44 to $15 mark. So what I would be looking for on Theta right now, guys, is a run up and we break through that resistance and flip that resistance into support. Because if we do that, I would expect that you're going to see prices going into like $18 to $20 range rather quick. Okay, now if we don't and we go to the downside here, I've got support right around 9.93, and then support coming down here right around like $8.12. So keep a lookout for that. They did push the mainnet 3.0 upgrade back, but also they have released new announcements on the NFT marketplace and what they're doing there. So if you're not familiar with that, go to THETA Okay, that's their website. Or you can go to Academy of Crypto, which is my website, and from the projects page, I've got a link for Theta there as well, where you can check out what they're doing, with latest announcements and moving forward with the project. I went over the roadmap in previous videos, so if you want, you can go check that out on the channel here. It was a video that I did maybe a couple days ago. So just click somewhere up here in the top of the screen, and I'll put that video in there for you so you can go back and watch the video on the roadmap for Theta, and that'll explain like what we're heading into here for quarter 2 and quarter 3. So that's Theta. Let's go to Tfuel, because Tfuel, guys, something really similar is playing out there as well. We're still within the triangle. We haven't broken out, and Theta moves much faster than Tfuel does. So Tfuel usually lags behind it, but when it breaks out, I mean, as you can see back here, back on February 27th to about March 24th. So roughly about a month, we went from like, you know, 8 cents. We ran all the way up to 59 cents at the all-time high. Now, if you take that price pattern, again, I just copied it, okay, and moved it over. And if we break out here and do anything similar to what we did with Theta, you're going to come up to prices here by like May 4th around like 77 cents. And that's what I'm looking for on THETA. Again, we need to break resistance though here, guys, around 54 cents. Flip that to support, kind of like what I was showing you with Theta. If we pull back from where we are right now, we could go down here to support around 30 cents. And then I would say if we fall below that, you would fall back down to around like 18 cents. And at that moment, I would just be backing up the truck and buying as much THETA as I can. Because Theta and THETA, guys, are two of my biggest bags when it comes to long-term investments. And I don't plan on selling any more until they hit certain prices. But that's Theta and THETA, guys. Let's go over here to the articles, because this is what I really want to talk about, which is Bitcoin reaching a tipping point. Fidelity Digital Assets head Tom Jessup, head of Fidelity Digital Assets, argues that easy money policies are driving investors to Bitcoin and other alternative assets. Now, I find that interesting because I've been saying that, you know, for months on end now on my channel, that because of the money printing from the Fed, you're going to get more and more people going for safe haven assets like gold, silver, and cryptos, right? So in the briefing here, Fidelity's head of digital assets believes that institutional adoption of Bitcoin and other digital assets is set to accelerate. He argues that near zero interest rates and easy money policies are driving investors to Bitcoin and other crypto assets. And that goes back to my point that I was talking about in previous videos as well, where I was trying to cover the topic and subject of, is this bull run over, or are we going to accelerate and go into the later months of the bull cycle, leading us into you know, like August, September, October timeframe before the bull run ends. And this is just more, in my eyes, confirmation as to, you know, the bull cycle is not over. Okay, it's going much higher. And you know, I had an article that I just covered with JP Morgan. They were talking about targets of 130,000 on Bitcoin. So yeah, I mean, that's, you know, you just gotta look at the information that's in front of you, connect the dots, and then make an educated decision on that. Okay, because this is not investors' advice. I'm not recommending that you go out and dump all your money into cryptos, because it is very volatile, and there's high risk involved with that. But with high risk, there's high reward as well. Let's move over to this other article here, which is the gorilla in the room again. It's the China digital currency. The title here is U.S. is worried as it falls behind the curve in race for financial technology innovation. All right. They're worried about China's sovereign digital currency, the so-called digital yuan, is causing the United States to worry that it could fall behind in the race for financial technology innovation. What's interesting about this, though, guys, is that yes, there's a race for a new digital currency for all these countries, you know, to create their own digital currencies. But like I was saying and emphasizing in my last video, the race is really not about the digital currency and who comes up with the first digital currency. The race is for who's going to have control over the protocol and the ledgers, which, you know, I'm not going to go into too much detail in this article. I'll leave a link in the description so you can read it. But that leads me to the next portion of this, which is the World Economic Forum's Central Bank Digital Currency Policy Maker Toolkit. Now, if you guys haven't read this, you might want to look into it, because this covers all the framework around digital cross-border payments, okay, through the ISO 20022, which is the engineering framework that allows all this to take place for that control of the protocol and ledger. It's about let's see here. It's about a 20-page document. Yeah, about 20 pages long. But I'll leave a link in the description here so you can download it for yourself and you can actually read through it because it's very interesting. They actually use examples in the document here of JPM coin and XRP Ripple, okay, as examples of ledgers that can be used for cross-border payments, and it's inside their own handwriting from the World Economic Forum. Very interesting document, and you can learn a lot from it when it comes to looking at projects like Ripple. Now, um, with Ripple, let me just give you an update real quick because they had another hearing in the SEC lawsuit, and the judge, okay, with Ripple, uh, actually the judge that's overseeing the case, not one of Ripple's judges. I worded that wrong. The judge that's overseeing the SEC case between Ripple and the SEC mandated that the SEC hand over their documents and conversations from the previous years, going back to 2013, where they're talking about what is Ethereum and Bitcoin classified as. Is it a security or a currency? And the SEC basically was trying to play hardball with the judge. Well, long story short, um, a lot of people are now saying that SEC is on trial and not XRP. So it was a huge win for Ripple because it's gonna lead to more clarification and regulatory measures on just what is a deemed a security, a digital asset, or say a utility token when it comes to like currencies. What's a digital currency? What's a utility? And so on. So really exciting news. Like I said, I think we're going to see more upward price action on the entire market. April and May are big months historically for Bitcoin and Ethereum to really make some big moves. So that's what I'm looking forward to here, guys. And, you know, like I've always said, the transfer of wealth that we talk about on this channel, it switches hands from the impatient to the patient. So you just have to be patient and let this stuff play out and have strong hands, okay? Because like I said a few days ago, there was a lot of people that got wrecked on trades. I'm in Cardano right now as a trade, and there was a little pump and dump on Cardano. So for anybody that's trading Cardano right now that may have bought in at higher prices and saw the drop, just hold on, okay? Because what they're trying to do is shake you out. And with that said, guys, as usual, fear nothing, my friends. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you guys here soon.